Welcome! In this video, we will guide you through the disassembly, repair, and reassembly of a Viking Pump 475 series pump. Before you begin, please consult the appropriate technical service manual for safety information. A copy of the latest revision can be found on our website at vikingpump.com. The Seal Service Kit with genuine Viking Pump spare parts contains all required parts and special tools. The following tools are required: a soft-headed hammer, flathead screwdriver, box end wrenches, Allen wrenches, and feeler gauges. For G and GG size pumps, snap ring pliers and an arbor press will also be required. First, the pump will need to be removed from the motor by removing the 4 mounting bolts. Then, slide the pump off the motor shaft. If the pump does not easily slide off, thread the mounting bolts into the 3 threaded jack bolt holes on the mounting flange. To access the top hole, the relief valve will need to be removed. Do this using an Allen wrench. Alternate tightening the cap screws to slowly remove the pump from the motor shaft. Keep the pump and work area as clean as possible. Drain the pump of any residual liquid. Mark the head and casing before disassembly to ensure proper reassembly. Loosen and remove the head cap screws. Remove the pump head. Remove the idler gear. Remove the rotor by pulling out by hand or pushing on the shaft hub on the reverse side. For H, HJ, and HL sizes, the rotor should easily slide out and the rotating portion of the seal will come out with the rotor hub. For G and GG sizes, more force will be required to remove the rotor from the seal, so an arbor press with a 1 3/8 inch arbor should be used. Remove the old gaskets from the casing and clean the gasketed surfaces. If the relief valve was removed, then this also applies to the relief valve mounting surfaces. Next, remove the mechanical seals. For G and GG sizes, remove the snap ring from the mounting flange and remove the mechanical seal from the bore. For H, HJ, and HL sizes, grip the rotary portion of the seal and pull it from the rotor hub. With a small flat-headed screwdriver and soft hammer, tap on the edge of the stationary face to remove it from the casing bore. Inspect the pump parts for any damage, particularly critical parts such as the rotor, casing, idler pin, and idler bushing. Check parts for nicks, burrs, and excessive wear. Replace any worn components. There are 2 holes that lead to the seal chamber. For pumps with lip seals, only the outlet side of the pump should be plugged. For pumps with mechanical seals, both holes should be plugged. If any of these plugs were removed, be sure to reinstall them. These plugs can be accessed through the pump ports. For reassembly, the order of operations differs between sizes. We'll start with the G and GG sizes. Install the rotor into the casing. Place the idler on the idler pin and install the head on the pump. Do not include gaskets at this time. Install and tighten a few cap screws. Measure the gap between the head and the casing with feeler gauges and add this value to the desired end clearance of the pump. Remove the head and place new gaskets on the pump. Place treated paper gaskets on each side with the plastic shim gaskets in between to achieve the calculated required thickness. Reinstall the head and measure the end clearance with feeler gauges. If clearance is too tight, add shim gaskets. If it's too loose, remove shim gaskets. Once the correct gaskets and shims are determined, remove the head and apply gasket sealant. Add the gaskets and apply gasket sealant to the surface of the second paper gasket. Reinstall the head, ensuring that the head is properly oriented with the marks made previously. Install all cap screws and tighten. Next, install the seal. Insert the seal spring washer onto the spring, lubricate the seal bellows, and install the spring and rotary portion of the seal onto the rotor hub. Next, lubricate the stationary face O-ring and install the stationary seal face, making sure that the polished face is facing down against the rotary face. Press the stationary face into the bore by hand. Install the snap ring into the casing groove. For reassembly of H, HJ, and HL size pumps, first lubricate the stationary seal face O-ring. Place it polished side up into the bore and press it into place by hand. Lubricate the rotary seal bellows and slide it over the rotor hub until the spring is in contact with the back of the rotor. Install the rotor into the casing. At this point, follow the end clearance procedure described earlier in this video. Once the end clearance is set and the head is fully installed, you are now ready to mount the pump to the motor. If the relief valve was removed, reinstall at this time. Make sure to install a new gasket and apply gasket sealant to both sides. Next, reinstall the motor key and slide the pump onto the motor shaft. Install and tighten the 4 mounting cap screws. Your Viking 475 series internal gear pump is now fully repaired and ready to be put back into service. If you still have any questions regarding this or other Viking pump products, please contact your local authorized Viking pump distributor or visit us on the web at vikingpump.com.